Aloha, this is McKenna, one of the student assistants for the Kūpuna Senior Visitor Program. In today's Tech 101 video, we will be discussing email etiquette for communicating with your class instructors. This video will help you to feel comfortable communicating with UH instructors regarding course content or issues you may be having with your classes, as well as serve as a very basic primer for getting used to Gmail. First, we'll go on some basic steps on how to use Gmail. To compose an email, click the Compose button. If you close the email when you haven't written anything in it at all, it will delete. However, if you add anything to the email, such as you start typing something into the subject line, you add an email address, or you begin writing the message and then close it either on purpose or by accident, it will end up in your drafts folder. This is a great way to recover an email that you may have accidentally closed in the middle of writing. There's a star folder for emails that you've signified as important, a snooze folder for emails that you've snoozed. If you hit the snooze button, they'll pop up later in your email box at a designated time. This is similar to snoozing an alarm clock. You also have a spam folder. Sometimes messages will go here if the computer thinks it's spam or phishing, and you have a trash folder. Here you can find emails that you've deleted up to 30 days after you've deleted them. So if you delete something by accident, it's not gone right away. Here's an example of how to star an email. So as you can see, I've starred it, and so it's designated as important and will end up in that starred folder. This is how you snooze an email. You check the email, and then you go up to that little clock, and you can designate a time to snooze it. Any emails that you've snoozed will be in your snooze folder. Next, I'll show you how to delete an email. Check the box and hit delete. If you want to get that email back, you can go to Trash. You'll be able to see every email you've deleted recently, from most recent to least recent. You can either delete it forever, or hit the little folder button with the arrow and move it to your inbox or another folder. Let's get back to that draft we were writing earlier. So we're going to pretend that this is for, say, a COMG 151 class, and we're emailing our professor about an attachment that we missed because we missed the class online. So you would type in your professor's email address at the top. For this, we're just going to use professor@hawaii.edu. Class instructors are usually inundated with emails, so you want to make it easy for them to help you. First, address your instructor appropriately. Usually they will tell you how they prefer to be addressed during the beginning of classes. Some instructors prefer to be called by their first names, while others are more formal. When in doubt, I recommend starting by addressing them as Professor, their last name, if this is your first interaction with them. Second, make sure the body of your email is succinct. Keep it to the point of whatever issue needs to be addressed, and don't burden your professor with irrelevant information or complaints about issues that are not within their control. Third, make sure you use an appropriate subject line that briefly summarizes the content of your message. Try to keep it to one short sentence, and always begin with the subject line with your course name and number. For example, COMG 151, class assignment on Tuesday. Finally, give instructors time to reply before following up. Unless the issue is extremely urgent, give them at least 3 days before making another attempt at following up. If it's a weekend, add those 2 days and plus the 3. Thanks for watching today's episode of Tech 101. We hope this episode has helped you to be more comfortable communicating over email. Please stay tuned for future Tech 101 episodes.